Hello, it's your math maven, Felicia. I am here out on these beautiful warm streets of Chicago. That's why I have my summer here again. I was just calling, oh my goodness. I was just here to say that I wanted to describe to you the three reads. That's one of the problem solving strategies that I shared. One is it's about three reads, and basically it's adapted after the close read, if for all of you ELA beautiful people out there. And pretty much it is what it says, three reads. It's to slow students down for them to understand the task before they get to solve it. The first read is that the teacher may read. The teacher may just read the task out loud. Oh, you take the prompt away and you just leave the STEM. The teacher may read the STEM, and this just asks kids, hey, number one, what is this task asking you to do? The kids could just, it doesn't have to be math. Children are riding to the park, okay? Children are riding to their parents to the park. Children are riding with their parents to the park to buy ice cream. Things like that. A group of friends on a bike ride, just to get kids' interest and whet their appetite to see, okay, now I know what the task is about pretty much. What are my next steps? But to get their interest, their buy-in, again, that connection is very important. That's the first read. The second read, you may ask a student or two or three to read it together. They read again the STEM. Then your question gets a little bit deeper into the math. The question could be, what are all the math numbers that's listed in the task, and how are they related? So you first talked about reading the task, understanding just in general what the task is about, pretty much restating in your own words what the task is about. And then the second read is about the math, getting more into the math. Like, you see these numbers, it's just not a naked number, it's connected to something, and the teacher will start writing down what those connections are. Each child has five books. The students, there are 30 students in a class. Each student has 2 pencils, something like that. It's just not, you want to get away from just a naked number. You want to start pushing them to think about how they are related. Then the third read, you can do choral reading. Again, you can have another student read it, etc. How you do it. And this is usually done in whole class. You can do it in small groups too, but it usually I've seen it in whole class. Doesn't mean you can't do it in small groups. The last read is, okay, what are all the types of questions that can come from this task? Again, you're getting buy-in to kids, validating that I can ask a good question. So you don't reveal the prompt until the end, but kids start generating, what could this task ask? Right? It has to be math related. So you'll get all kinds of math questions. As they get better at it, the prompts will become more interesting, and it's very good prompts too, right? Then you do the great reveal. So the first read is just to get the interest. A second read is start looking more specifically at the math. Saying like, okay, how are these math numbers related, or math terms are related, things like that. Because as you get older, sometimes you don't see as many numbers. So what's the math in the task, and how are they related to one another? And then the last read really pushes kids to think about what kinds of questions could this task ask of me. Then at the end, you do the great reveal, but then you validate a lot of the tasks, a lot of the prompts that were written. Like, yeah, we could have asked this task because if we were looking for this, you could have done that. If you're looking for this type of prompt, you could have done that. And when I say prompt and question, I'm using them interchangeably, okay? So the kids, and so then the last one is really the buy-in. So I hope that was helpful. And again, this is one strategy of several. It's kind of my favorite, but you don't always want to just do one type, because kids gravitate to different ones, and different tasks call on different strategies. And the more you do it, the more automatic it is. But kids understand you need to read something more than one. In life, you need to read something more than once before you jump to a certain conclusion. So it's important for them to learn that as early as possible. Again, if you have a question, just ask. I am here to support you and for us to support each other. And also we want our lessons to always be engaging, so that yesterday's lesson will be jealous. I hope this helps. Have a wonderful school year, and I'll be back for more.